Sit up nice and tall, lifting through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in, roll your shoulders up. Exhale, roll the shoulders down and back. So just moving with the breath here, inhaling as you reach the shoulders up. Exhaling down and back. And just finding your own rhythm of breath and movement here. Just try to coordinate your shoulder movement with the breath. So inhale, brings them up. Exhale, down and back. Okay. And just let your hands rest gently on your legs, palms facing upwards. Take a moment to just settle your body into your chair or your mat or whatever you're sitting on. Take a moment just to tune into your breathing. Feel everything start to kind of settle in as we get ready for our practice today. And we're going to be focusing on relieving stress and tension in the body and in the physical, mental, and emotional bodies. So we'll use our breath and we'll use the poses to do that. And the first thing we're going to do is our alternate nostril breathing. Okay, if you're congested or stuffy, you can just breathe in and out through both nostrils. Otherwise, you're going to take your right hand, tuck your second and third finger into your palm. Your thumb will be used to close off the right nostril, and your ring finger will be used to close the left. And we're going to alternate breathing in and out through the different sides. So close your right nostril with your thumb and inhale deeply through your left. At the top, close both nostrils. Release your thumb, exhale right. All the way out. Inhale through the right. Close both. Release your ring finger, exhale left. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. All the way out. Inhale left. Fill yourself up. Close and pause. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Close and pause. Exhale left. Continue on your own for a few more rounds, breathing fully in and out through each nostril. Finish up your last round. Letting your final exhale be out through the left side, just so we can keep it balanced. And whenever you're done, just release the hand and breathe in and out through both nostrils. And just noticing any effects of that breath work. Noticing how you feel as we begin our practice today. So today, as I mentioned, we'll be focusing on relieving stress and tension in our bodies and also the emotional and mental bodies. So as you bring your hands together at the heart, if there is anything that's been kind of weighing on your mind, if there's unnecessary worry or tension that you've been carrying around with you, then perhaps setting the intention to allow some of that to kind of melt away and release with the intention of our practice today. Some stress is good for us and necessary for growth and for change. And some stress is actually more detrimental to our health and our well-being when it's not necessary and it's not serving us any good. So that's what we want to aim to release today. And just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. And we'll tuck our chin, look down at your fingertips, open your eyes, and release the hands. Okay, so let's come on to hands and knees. You can take your blanket or your towel here to pad the knees, and we're going to start in child's pose today. So fold your blanket if you're using one or your towel and place it across your mat. So when you come onto your knees, you've got a little bit of padding there. So the big toes touch, and we're going to stretch the arms way out in front of us. Bring the forehead and the elbows to the floor. And if your forehead doesn't comfortably reach the floor, you can try making a little pillow with your hands or fist like this, and then just bringing your forehead onto the hands. Okay, so just feel your body settle in here. We're going to stay for about a minute. You're opening your knees out as much as is comfortable, so you're feeling a nice opening there in the hips. You're grounding your tailbone towards your heels, so it's a nice stretch in your spine. And you're just stretching those arms out, getting a beautiful stretch along the arms, the shoulders, the hands and fingers. Just start to deepen the breath here. Noticing how this pose feels in your body. Take some slow, deep breaths in and out. And really allowing each breath to be very full. Inhaling all the way to the top of the inhale. Exhaling down to the bottom of the exhale. Feel your belly draw in towards the spine. And we'll take 2 more breaths just like that. So really feel your body sort of stretching and expanding from the inside out, simply because you're breathing really deeply. And as you draw in that air and oxygen, it fills you from the inside out and kind of stretches from inside the body. So you might feel a stretch within. And take 1 more deep, long breath. And exhale out. Good. Inhale. We're going to slowly make our way up onto our hands and knees. Come into tabletop. Spread the fingers wide. Toes are untucked facing back and shoulders right over the wrists. So as you spread your fingers wide, we're going to inhale and arch your back, peek up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, we're going to exhale through your mouth and round your back. Tuck your chin. Again, inhale, arch. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, round your back. Exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale, arching the back. Exhale through the mouth, round. Pull the belly in, tuck the chin. Again, inhaling, arch. Long, extended exhale. 3 more on your own. With that exhale, so as I mentioned, we're working on relieving tension and stress in this practice today. So imagine that you're releasing any built up tightness, any sort of stuck, stagnant energy within you. You're releasing that through the breath on your exhale. Go ahead and take one more great big deep breath in. And a huge exhale through the mouth. Tuck the chin, pull the belly up. And then inhale, come back to tabletop. So flat spine here. Inhale, and as you exhale, look over your left shoulder and move your hips towards the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder, hips move to the left. Again, inhale, center. Exhale, look to the left, look at your little pinky toe. Inhale, center. Exhale, look at the right pinky toe. Find your own rhythm here. We'll do this a few more times. So this is like a lateral cat-cow. So instead of stretching the front and back side of the body, we're stretching the sides, the waist, the hips, in between the ribs. Good. Finish up your last round here. And inhale, come back to tabletop. Good. We'll extend the left leg straight out to the side like this. So try to get your toes facing forward and the foot flat on the floor. Tuck your back toes and then spread your fingers wide. Let's play with just rocking the hips back towards the right heel. Inhaling to come back up. Exhale, draw the hips down. And inhale to come back up. So just kind of rolling through this on your own, moving with your breath, feeling the stretch wherever you feel it. Maybe in your spine, your hips, maybe the inner thigh, maybe in your toes, your fingers. And just kind of flow with your breath here. So your inhale brings you up and your exhale brings you down. Do one more. Good. Inhale, come back up onto all fours. And we're gonna spread the right fingers, press the right hand into the floor, and sweep the left arm out and all the way up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, we're gonna bring the hand under the body and just reach the fingertips as far to the right as you can. And then inhale, press yourself back up. So it's just like a moving twist. Reach the hand up. Exhale, sweep it under and out to the right. 2 more times. Inhale, float the arm out and up. Open the chest and shoulder. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, reach. And back to center. Good. Now switch your weight to the left hand. Spread the fingers. Inhale, the right arm sweeps out and up like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Exhale, sweep it under your body, out to the left like you're trying to touch your big toe with the fingertips. Inhale, come back up, reach the right arm up. Exhale, sweep it under. Touch the big toe if you can. Again, inhale, 2 more. Exhale, sweep. And 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, that hand as far to the left as you can. If it's comfortable, lower your right ear, right shoulder to the mat and come into this little spinal twist here. If it's too much for you to bring your shoulder and head to the floor, then just stay lifted up on that left hand and just focus on trying to reach those fingertips out to the left. Okay, so you're still getting a spinal twist, it's just not as intense, right? If you are on the floor, you can come onto the left fingertips and kind of press the left shoulder back a bit more to get a deeper stretch. Or you can wrap your arm around your back, maybe hold the right inner thigh. So wherever you are, let's just take a few breaths in and out. And remember, it's not a competition, so it's no worries if you can't do like the most extreme version of the pose. It's just what feels good in your own body today. And if at any time you just need to rest, maybe come into child's pose. It's totally fine. The point is that you're here and you're doing something good for you in this practice. So take one more breath in. Exhale, bring that left hand to the floor. Press yourself back up onto all fours. And we'll bring the left leg back in. Okay, let's switch to the other side. So I'm just gonna rotate here. This is a wall behind me. So we'll extend the right leg out to the right. Toes point forward, foot flat on the floor, and tuck the back toes. Now let's just play with rocking the hips back towards the heel, stretch the spine. Inhale, come back up. Good, again, exhale, draw the hips down. Inhale, up. So just kind of taking this on your own time, moving with your breath. Feeling into that right hip socket, feeling into that right inner thigh, maybe through the top of this right ankle here. I can feel that for sure. Just noticing whatever sensations come up for you as we move through the practice. So in yoga, it's very much, it's really listening to our bodies. And the bodies speak in the form of like sensation and just kind of like feelings. Whereas our heads communicate with thought, our bodies communicate with sensation and feeling. So just connecting to the body here and noticing in what ways it's speaking with you. Okay. The next time you come up, we're going to try that spinal twist again. So left hand flattens to the floor, right hand sweeps out and up, and then exhale, sweep it under and out to the left. Any amount, much as you can. Inhale brings you back up. So try to flow with your breath. Exhale, sweep it under to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, under to the left. And inhale. And exhale. And last one, inhale, come all the way up. Try to reach for the ceiling high as you can. And then exhale, sweep it under and to the left. Get back onto hands and knees here. Let's switch. So right hand flattens into the floor. Left arm sweeps out and up as high as you can. Exhale, sweep it under and try to touch that big toe. Inhale, out and up. Big breath, exhale, sweep it under. And two more, inhale, reaching up. And exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale, reach it out far as you can. We're gonna hold for a few breaths. If it's comfortable, release your left shoulder, left ear to the floor. Maybe press the right fingertips down. Draw the shoulder back, the right shoulder back. You can try wrapping the right arm around the back and deepen the breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so noticing where you're feeling this pose in your body. Maybe many places, maybe one main place. And take one more great big deep breath. Notice that as you breathe very deeply, you feel it a little bit more. And exhale out. Good. Release the right hand to the floor. Come back up. And bring that right leg in. Nice. From here, we're going to go ahead and move our blankets off to the side. Walk the hands forward and come into your first downward facing dog. So lift the hips up and back. Shake the head out a little bit here. So you can pedal your feet out. And just kind of feel your way into this downward facing dog. Notice what parts of your body are speaking to you through the form of sensation here. And as we settle in for down dog, remember in down dog, if this is too much for you, if you have a shoulder injury, you can just lower your knees and maybe draw the hips down, reach the hands forward. So it's still a beautiful stretch for the spine, okay? If you're in down dog, we're gonna spread those fingers really wide, stretch them out away from your feet, and relax your head. So give your head a shake side to side like you're saying no. Really releasing through your neck. Soften your eyes and soften your jaw, okay? Little bend in your knees as you draw your chest towards the thighs. Take a deep breath in, and we're gonna exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Stick out your tongue, exhale through the mouth. Lion's breath. Again, inhale through the nose. You're going to roll your eyes back, stick out the tongue, stretch the mouth wide. Beautiful release there. One more time. And exhale. Notice how it feels. Good. Inhale, make your way into plank pose. So let's just shift our way into plank, nice and easy. Strong straight line with the body here, spreading the fingers wide, press the heels back, breathing in, back of the neck long. As you exhale, you can lower down, dropping the knees, bend the elbows, come all the way down, untuck the toes. Hug the shoulder blades together and lift the chin and chest. Come to a nice baby cobra. Exhale as you float your way down. Two more just like that. So hug the shoulder blades, press your hips down, lift the chin and chest. Feel your lower back, and exhale, roll it back down. Good, one more time. Hug the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift the chin and chest. Exhale, roll it down, press through the hands, stretch it back into child's pose. Let's take a nice little stretch for the spine here. Draw the hips down to the heels, breathing in. Breathing out. And either stay here if you want to keep stretching in this pose, or come back into downward facing dog. Wherever you are, we'll take a couple more breaths. If you're in down dog, let's practice lion's breath 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale, stick out the tongue, roll the eyes back. Stretch your mouth open as wide as you can when you do that, and say the ah sound. One more time. Big release. Good. Wherever you are, let's come into downward facing dog. We'll all meet there. And then we're going to step our left leg forward. Go ahead and come into a low lunge. So drop the back knee and keep the toes tucked. We're going to lengthen the spine, look forward, and press down through the left foot. Tuck the tailbone as you lift. Reach the arms up And exhale, big circles back with the arms. Bring the fingertips to the floor. Extend the left leg and lift the toes. Little stretch here for the left hamstring. As you exhale, relax your head. Tuck your chin towards the chest. You'll feel it a little bit more as you tuck your chin to the chest. Draw the crease of your left hip back. Inhale, look forward. And one more time, exhale, chin to the chest. Good. Inhale, look forward. And lower the left foot. From here, flatten the hands, come back into downward facing dog. Step the leg back. Deep breath in. Exhale, right leg comes forward. Lower the back knee. Keep the toes tucked and look forward. Press through the right foot and come all the way up as you reach the hands to the ceiling. Exhale, big circle back with the arms, nice and easy, hands to the floor, fingertips on the mat. Extend the front leg, lift your toes, stretching through the back of the right leg. So you're drawing the right hip back, and we'll exhale, tuck the chin, feel the stretch a little bit deeper. Inhale, peek forward, long spine. One more time, exhale, tuck your chin. And inhale, lengthen, look forward, lower the foot to the floor, and downward facing dog. Big stretch back. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, lower the knees to the floor. So untuck your toes. We're gonna sit back on those heels and bring the forehead as close to your knees as you can. We're gonna hold the heels with the hands. Hold the heels with the hands. And we'll come into rabbit pose. This is a really nice stretch for the whole length of the spine, including the lower back. So hold your heels and we're gonna roll onto the top of the head and lift your hips away from the heels as much as you can. So you're gonna eventually stop at some point and feel resistance because you won't be able to lift the heels anymore since we're holding, or lift the hips anymore since we're holding those heels. So just feel that stretch between your shoulder blades, down the neck, down the spine, down through the lower back. Feeling that resistance. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower back down. Bring the hands to the floor. Press yourself back up onto all fours. Take a deep breath in as you come into tabletop, hands and knees. And on your next inhale, simply arch the spine, look up to the ceiling. Exhale to round and tuck. One more time. Inhale, arch. And exhale to round and tuck. Good. Inhale, back to tabletop. Either come into child's pose or downward facing dog. So your choice here. You want something a little bit more gentle, a little bit more stretchy in the spine, go into child's pose. Want to build a little bit more strength, more energy, come into downward facing dog. Soften your eyes, soften your jaw wherever you are, deep in the breath. Feel your body, feel whatever sensations are coming up here for you. Feel your strength. One more breath. Good. If you're in child's pose, come on up to downward facing dog. We'll meet here together. We'll shift the weight to the left foot and reach that right leg up and back. Bend the right knee and stack the right hip over the left. Okay. So this is a nice hip opener here. Now square your shoulders to the floor and relax the left heel down. Take a deep breath in. One more. Good. Exhale, square the hips, bring that right leg forward. And we're gonna shift the foot to the right edge of your mat. Okay, so I think we did this a week or two ago. We'll come into dragon lunge, nice deep hip opener. So we're gonna lower the hips and just very gently rock side to side. Your hands are on the floor underneath your shoulders. And as we rock gently side to side, just feeling into the front of your left hip, you can make little circles with the back knee in one direction and then in the other direction. Okay, and then we can deepen the stretch a bit by lowering the back knee and untucking the toes. You can stay here if you're wanting a little bit more. Roll onto the outer edge of the right foot and maybe come onto your forearms. Okay, so again, find what feels good in your body because that's the only thing that matters. If you do something and you're like, oh my gosh, that's really painful, then don't do it. Come out of it. You'd be so surprised how many times people just leave themselves in positions that look like they are just really kind of struggling and resisting. And at that point, you're not really doing something good for your body. Sometimes you're actually injuring it. So find what feels like a nice, productive, challenging, but sustainable stretch. And we allow our bodies, not our egos, not our minds, to kind of be in charge when we're in our yoga practice. Okay, so just one more breath here, not too long. And we'll gently come back up. We'll tuck those back toes and we'll bring this right leg back. And either come into child's pose or downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back if you're coming into down dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay. If you're in child's pose, make your way into downward facing dog. And we'll try the other side. So we'll shift the weight to the right foot. We'll lift the left leg up and back. Bend the knee and stack the left hip over the right. So square your shoulders to the floor. Deepen the breath. Relax your head. Try to equal the weight on both hands, not just on your right side. Last inhale. And exhale, square the hips. Step that left leg forward. And slowly lower down. So keep the back knee lifted. And we're gonna shift the left foot to the edge of the mat. Left edge of the mat. Okay. So hands are on the floor under your shoulders and we can gently rock side to side. Maybe make little circles with that back knee. And again, notice how this pose feels for you. If it feels different than the other side, the quality of the sensation. Deepening the breath here. If you want to lower down, drop the knee gently. Untuck the back toes and maybe roll onto the outer edge of this left foot. Staying up on your hands or lower down. And just settle into your breath here. So we'll stay for a few more breaths. Try to keep that slow steadiness, that nourishing breath. When something becomes challenging, it's easy to kind of hold the breath or breathe very shallow. So we're going to intentionally pay attention and lengthen the breath. One more. Good. Gently make your way back up onto your hands. We're going to lift the hips back. Bring that left leg back in either child's pose or downward facing dog. So I'm going to come into child's pose, but whatever you need right now, go ahead and take that. Okay. Now wherever you are, we're going to make our way into our last downward facing dog of the day. Okay. And then from here, we're going to look towards the top of the mat. And we're going to shift our way into our plank pose. So I want to just do a nice strong plank here, just to build some strength in the core, some awareness of the whole core area. Keep the fingers spread wide, press through the heels, back of the neck is nice and long. And feel your lower belly kind of hugging up towards the spine. Deep breath in. If it's too much on you, just lower your knees. Modified plank. Keep drawing the belly in. One more breath. As you exhale, bend the elbows lower down. Untuck the toes. We're going to press ourselves up and back, drawing the hips towards the heels. Coming into rabbit pose once again. So bring the forehead as close to your knees as is comfortable. Kind of getting really small into a little ball here. Hold the heels with your hands and then inhale. Roll onto the top of the head as you hold your heels and lift the hips up high towards the ceiling. Now in this pose, keep breathing, inhaling through the nose. Exhale for 3. Stay with it. You got this. Inhale for 2. Keep lifting through the hips. Feel the stretch through the shoulder blades, down the spine. Exhale. 1 more. Hold. Inhaling through the nose. And gently release. Beautiful. Pause here in classical child's pose. So hands are beside the hips, palms facing up, forehead on the mat. Hips relax towards the heels. Find your breath here. With each exhale, releasing any tightness, any tension. Letting the exhale be a beautiful release. And take 1 more breath here. Okay. From here, bring your hands to the floor. We're going to press ourselves up onto hands and knees. Walk the hands forward. And we're going to come into we're going to bring the legs forward and come into a diamond shape with the legs here. So bring the bottoms of the feet together. Interlace the fingers around the toes. And inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. And exhale, very gently fold forward, relaxing the head, tuck the chin, deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out. And 1 more breath in. And out. Gently roll yourself back up. Nice and slowly. Sit up tall. Pause for a moment here. Breathing in. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the knees together with the hands and extend the legs forward. So let's do a little stretch for the whole entire back side of the body. Really nice stretch, especially for the lower back and the hamstrings. And it's a simple forward fold with the legs together. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, it will help to kind of roll your blanket or your towel. You can kind of double it. My towel is kind of thin, so if you have a thicker towel, it'll be a bit more supportive. And then we're just going to fold forward. Now, again, if that's too much for you, you can also just bend your knees like this, feet flat, and just kind of soften forward. Okay, so this is a great place to start, especially if you're really tight in your back or in your legs. And if you want a little more, you can extend the legs out. I'm going to place my towel here for a little bit of support. And rest the hands on the mat, palms facing up, and relax the head here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out. Soften your eyes. And in this pose, we're not pulling ourselves down. We're allowing gravity and the weight of our bodies to do all the work as we relax in the posture. So focus on just softening like a rag doll, every muscle like jelly, any tension, any resistance melting away and releasing on the exhale. So let's take 4 more, one breath at a time. Inhale for 4. Exhale, relax the eyes, relax the head, nice and heavy. Inhale, 3. Exhale, soften the jaw, soften the neck. Inhale for 2. Exhale out. Feel the lower belly drawing in. And inhale for 1. Exhale out. Now we're going to take one more breath here. I want you just to visualize your lower back, and when you breathe, imagine that you're breathing into that space, like you're sending your breath to your lower back, and you're going to hold the breath in at the top of your inhale. So go ahead and take a deep breath into your lower back. Pause, hold the breath in. And just feeling that energy, feeling that oxygen in the lower back. And then exhale out. Slowly roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Your head's going to come up last, and you'll bring your palm to the forehead and just assist the head in coming all the way up. And once you're sitting tall, pause in this nice tall seat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Okay. We're going to move our blankets off to the side. We're going to cross the legs like this, just like you're sitting cross-legged. If that's uncomfortable, try bringing the bottoms of your feet together. And we're going to lower down onto our backs, okay? So again, legs can be crossed or bottoms of the feet together. Either way is going to create a nice opening for the hips here. And then you're just going to interlace your hands underneath the base of your skull. Let your elbows open out to the sides. The thumbs are extended, so their thumbs are kind of pointing downwards to the shoulders. And just deepen the breath. Feel your belly rise as you inhale. And fall as you exhale. And rise as you inhale. And the belly falls. If your legs are crossed, you're going to use your hands to draw the knees together and simply switch the cross of your legs. And then bring your hands back behind the head, cradling the head gently. And we'll take a few more breaths here. And noticing how this very simple posture feels in your body, how it feels different perhaps than when we're in child's pose, and the ways in which it feels different. What are some of the benefits of this posture? How does it make you feel, either physically, mentally, emotionally? How does it affect your energy level? Each pose has its own purposes, its own little flavors, so it's just kind of nice to reflect on how each pose affects you. Okay. From here, we'll release the hands, bring them to the outer legs to draw the legs together, hug the knees into the chest. Maybe rock a bit side to side here. Okay, and we're going to take a nice, easy, moving twist to finish off today. So we'll reach your arms out to the sides like a big T. Knees are hugging in towards you. As you exhale, we'll very gently lower the knees to the right, not all the way down. So you're going to have to use your core muscles to help you control here. And then as you exhale, draw your belly in, use your abdominals to bring you back to center. Exhale, lower to the left, not all the way, controlled. And use the core to bring you back to center. One more time, exhale to the right. Draw the belly in and really feel those muscles working. Feel the strength of your body, how everything is connected and working together to do what you're asking it to do. Okay, come into happy baby. So separate your knees, hold either behind your thighs, ankles or feet. Maybe rock a bit side to side. Maybe stretch the legs out a bit. Settling in the middle, deepen the breath. And we're going to take our last exhale here through the mouth. And I want you to let this exhale be really, really long. And let it be a release, again, of any tightness, tension, stress that you'd like to release at this time. Whatever doesn't serve you, take a deep breath in. Big release. And hug the knees in, wrap your arms around. Tiny little ball, forehead to the knees, squeeze in tight as you tighten the whole face. And stretch the whole face, stick out the tongue, roll the eyes back. And release the head and come down into your final relaxation pose of Shavasana. So the feet are mat width apart, toes to the sides, hands away from you, palms up. And if that doesn't feel good for your back, you can bend your knees. Feet apart, knees resting together. Okay, you can also roll onto your side in a fetal position if you like. And just let your body settle in. Maybe rock the head a couple times. Take Take a great big deep breath in through the nose. Big exhale. And just feeling your body come to full rest here in our final and most important pose of the practice, Shavasana. As you inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. And we'll give ourselves this time to rest for the next couple minutes. And I'll ring a bell very gently when it's time to come out. Begin to deepen the breath, feeling the belly rise and fall, feeling the fresh air enter the body as you place your left hand at the heart, right hand at the lower belly, just feeling this connection to your physical body, to your breath, to your heart center. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you inhale, find a big stretch. Reach the arms up. Stretch the legs, point the toes, stretch, stretch, stretch. As you exhale, roll to one side. Take a moment to pause. And then gently make your way up to a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall, feeling the length in your spine, the openness of your shoulders, the strength of your core. And just take a deep breath, noticing how you feel as we finish our practice today. If it's any different than when you first came in. Taking the hands together at the heart, and we'll send our blessing out. So if you'll repeat after me, either out loud or in your mind. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be at peace. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and for taking this time for yourself today. May the benefits of this practice trickle out into the rest of your day, your week, and your life. Namaste.